Hello. Um, Not clickbait, but I do have an audio. I don't even know why nobody's reporting on this, but here you go.
Suspect 201 5331 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Beneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that that's a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie. I got it.
Okay. So I have a good friend that does police transcribing stuff.
Are they mobile or are they stationary right now?
And if you've ever seen my live about Summer, the day I thought we found the red truck, she was in here telling me everything that what they were saying, because we don't understand them, but she does. She sent me this message about 30 minutes ago, and she said, "Hey girl, scanner traffic has someone who called in and said they saw Brian. Okay, Sarasota County is now saying someone is barricaded." And then she said, "Guess now the road where he is seen has been blocked off. No clue. I heard the scanner traffic though." And then she says she's so invested in the case. I love her. But yes, so I don't know why nobody's saying it. I mean, I'm sure they will start saying it now, but it's real. That's real. That's a legit sound. You guys want to hear it again? I'm so nervous. I didn't want to go live again over something like this, but here I am again. I have the scanner playing too. It's just quiet right now.
5309 units that just attached to that 13
Florida.
5200 Beneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that that's a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
They said his freaking name.
5313, 1074, 106, 24.2. 36 copies to me.
I'm listening to the scanner too. Can you guys hear it? I almost paused it.
5 X-ray Young King, Tom 3817 boy, George 17 3956.
10-4, and you were advising the first letter is an R, Robert?
I'm sorry, keep that on that background.
My girl Shelly is headed here.
First letters R, Robert, or X, X-ray?
And she's the one that does the transcribing stuff.
The first
I don't even know what it's called.
X-ray.
I need to ask her. People who listen to radars.
10-4.
Also, my family doesn't know I'm live, so if you hear anybody come in here and start talking to me, mind your business. I'm supposed to be making chicken pozole, and they're going to be mad. Let me see. I'm so nervous. Why can't I get used to this stuff? I just get so nervous every time. Oh my gosh. What do you guys think? Anybody else? I heard somebody. It's on the Northport scanner, yes. And somebody said,
Kev, will you try that in New York?
I heard New York. So Amber, check this out. Check this out.
10-4 showing not on file.
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Beneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that that's a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
Possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
I got it.
So my girl Shelly, she's done.
319, I'll clear you.
Again, I don't know what it's called. Police transcribing. Somebody help me out with this word. But she listens to police scanners for a living, and she knows what they say. And she said that they had heard this, and then the place was surrounded, barricaded. And now somebody else is saying, obviously a Facebook thing. They're saying a man was seen walking into an apartment.
5364, we're going to 22.
an apartment near Northport matching Brian Laundrie's description. He then refused to come out, but police
verify the VIN?
now have this person in protective custody.
10-4, showing X-ray, Young, King, Tom, 3817, Boy, George, 173956.
10-4, that's not going to be the right one. 1065.
Go ahead.
It's going to be 5 X X-ray, Y Young, K King, T Tom, 3 A Adam, 17 B Boy, G George, 1739.
So that address is Red Blood Slough Preserve. I just got a message that another creator told me to stop
New
spreading
York or
lies.
Florida?
They probably didn't send it to me, but
Run it out of New York. It's got a
I'm guessing.
inspection sticker
I
for
don't
New
know.
York.
10-4.
Did that not say Brian's name though? Did that scanner not say Brian's name though? Okay, who else heard this?
Northport
Because
3, William 10, showing that on file.
somebody said above that they saw it.
10-4.
I'm just gonna keep playing it.
Camera 7002.
Just gonna keep playing it because I swear.
Port 3, William 10.
Go ahead.
You heard it?
309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Beneva Road, Red Buck Blue. Colors
This-
advising that
Under
not
the
the
Florida, showing a
possibly sees Brian
Kia
Laundrie.
Utility 2011 color black.
I got it.
Lots of people heard
That
it.
would be the vehicle.
That would be. And also, I heard, right before I clicked on, they were saying that something about a rental vehicle.
Is it showing registered?
Showing that it has owners but no registrants. Owners are showing a Peter Ty or Alice Mary Ty.
Terrible.
Alice Mary Ty. They said his name again, Shelly. Okay, guys. So this is
5312 dispatch.
this is Shelly. She
I have a
professed.
white male, 1012, 1014 to 3070. 5312 dispatch, 3070 Mark Ridge Road. Starting miles is 92.
9-2. 5711 to 50.
Shirley Ann says, I might need glasses, but I don't need hearing aids. I hear that.
Adam Mary King 18. Parking lot of the Orion gas station, Stickney. Should be 2616 Stickney Point. 2616 Stickney Point. 13 dispatch, signal 14.
Yeah, so it looks like a park area. Hey, Matt.
And told me to leave.
Yeah, Melissa sent me a picture. It looks like a park. They said it 30 seconds ago. Did we miss it? Just talking over it? Oh, that was me. I played my recording that I have. I'll play it again.
53 up at 1050. 5311. Square Bay, Massachusetts, tag 9 George Mary 322. Square Bay for activation. 5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Geneva Road, Red Buck Blue. Callers advising that not the civilian possibly sees Brian Laundrie. I got it.
It sounds like he says Night Gabby, but he says and I copy or something like that. But play it again. This is on their scanner.
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Geneva Road, Red Buck Blue. Callers advising that not the civilian possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
Northport 3, William 12, 1074.
I just heard now. It says possibly his name is Brian Laundrie. That's the first time you heard his name. You heard it since then too, right? It can't be clickbait if you hear it, right? Was it 5200 or 5300?
5312, dispatch 1097, pulling off of Laundrie.
9-3.
Oh, he says he doubts it?
Dispatch 5711. 5711.
Damn, how'd you guys hear that?
With the vehicle description.
I couldn't hear that. Maybe I need hearing aids.
Dispatch 72 21074.
1074.
10 there.
So they did say, it was New York and white male. They're saying his name. Can it not be him? Oh, crap. Come on. Where are you at? Shirley, where are you at, Dirty Laundry? He says, I doubt it. Let's listen to it again. Just so I'm not clickbaiting nobody. I swear it took me a minute.
It's going to be a white Ford Mustang. Twin.
White Ford Mustang? Who else heard of that? Sorry. They're Mustangs in custody. Sorry. I just got excited. And it's not even white. Sorry. That was nothing. Ignore that.
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Geneva Road, red bus blue. Callers advising that that's a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
9 copy.
One is starting to protect the system.
I'll keep playing that all night just so I don't feel guilty. Okay, so I am so excited right now. I really want him to be caught. Justice for Gabby is everything right now. She is on my mind all day long. It does sound like he says I doubt it.
10-6. 5311 10-74.
We'll call you crazy. Just put your ringer on loud. Thank you, crazy, so much. Oh. It's a rental white Ford Mustang. If this is Brian, I'm going to, I'm going to have a knip shit. I'm just going to have a knip shit. I'll just say it. Just freak the F out. Man. Well, I guess I'm live already. This is the first time I've ever been early. Call me, message me like crazy. I will, Kimmikins, I promise. Amber, you too. Oh my gosh. I can see how silver could look white. That's kind of what I was thinking, Jack Blue, but I don't want to be too enticing. I will play it again, though. Let's see. You guys want to hear it again? Because they said his name. If that is him, I'm going to be so excited. And if not, we'll just go on with our...
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Geneva Road, red bus blue.
41
Callers advising that that's a civilian,
41
possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
Okay, Shelly. Good. Thank you. So I am saying that I did think that about the Mustang, but then I took it back right away, remember? And then I said, I know his car is in custody, but they are talking about a rental. And so someone was saying, what if he just has a type of car? Could be, too. Is it from now? Yes, Jeanette. It's as of 25 minutes ago. And my friend Shelly Brooke here, who is saying she'll be in chat. I'm sorry, she'll be listening, but in chat. But not in chat. She does this for a living. She reads these calls for a living. Can somebody tell me what it's called? I keep sounding dumb every time I say it. She's a transcriber person. So this is supposed to be in Florida. Yes, a woman said possibly, and a man said I doubt it. But either way, you're a dispatcher. There you go. She's a dispatcher. A transcriptionist. Oh my gosh. All right. So I guess
5336, 97 with 5235.
I guess we can get to assignment, and I'll show stuff too while we're doing this.
5297. 751.
Why am I getting so nervous again? All right. Oh my gosh.
Northport 3, William 11, 1074.
1040.
Trying to. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get into my Instagram, but I don't remember the password. Typical, because my phone's just signed into it. It's like wrong. Oh my gosh. All right. I know, Shelly. I trust your intuition. That's why I was saying that's why I was. Oh, thank you so much. That's why I didn't want to come on, but I wanted to come on. It is a true hidden gem. Great place for walking ponds, tons of foliage, lots of coverage. This place.
I'm my protective Presley 51 over to estimate 65 30 miles. Good.
The person who said they doubt it is an officer.
89915.
Very well could be. I mean, they did a lot of planning, I think, in my opinion. Should I just... Oh, man. Again, for anybody coming in,
926 51 to 48.
more than quite a few people.
Number 281, US 41, bypass north, Hotel 6. Buzzing. Looks like it occurred in another location. Patients in room 141 with injuries, rescues 51. Denver.
I'm still trying to figure out my password.
7203 51 Venice Bridge.
I was supposed to be preparing right now. I wasn't supposed to be live right now. If they rented a car, there is a GPS on it, correct?
Order the Island Unit US 22. It occurred fast. 351 of the call
There's 72 acres of foliage there. I agree. Did you hear I have him in protective custody? That's what Shelly said as well.
This one's 5331, sub 34. Correction 5301.
So my girl's listening, so if anything important comes through, she will say it. We're not just listening for nothing.
5301 is match. 5301, 7.
It's like logging through Facebook. I'm like, I don't remember my Facebook password either. Wow. No, Delaney, do not come in here and start saying that. No. Just ignore her, guys. Just ignore her. No, listen to this, Delaney. This is an audio that's recorded. Hey, hybrid.
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Geneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that at the pavilion, possibly see Brian Laundrie.
Yes, it's the red bug slew at that off. Are these maybe multiple calls? It could be. Thanks, Sharon K. I'm so sorry. Matt Turner, hey, how are you? Okay, guys. So, I'm gonna play it one more time just so I could.
Oh, 49.
No, it's her fault. It's Delaney's fault.
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person.
Hey, Sister Knives, what's going on?
5200 Geneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that at the pavilion, possibly see Brian Laundrie.
I doubt it.
He said, I doubt it, but hey. But hey, it works out for me. It works for me. Did my AirPod die? Now I need it so I can listen to other stuff. Crap. Music City, thank you. It's my nervous laughter. I laugh at inappropriate things over here all the time.
7206, dispatch myself and rescuer 97.
Oh, scanner's on. How could I possibly be a civilian? I thought he said I copied too, but a lot of people here, I doubt it, so I think I heard that now too. Where'd you hear it, Delaney? Let's see. So do you, Karen?
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Geneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that at the pavilion, possibly see Brian Laundrie.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I hear I copy again. Damn it. Or I got it. Damn, we hear everything now. What if it didn't even say Brian Laundrie? This call is in Florida. It's their Sarasota, Florida broadcastify thing. I really hope it's him. I really, really hope it's him. I am livid over this. I don't know if you guys heard that interview that I uploaded today. Other people have uploaded it as well. And if you've been on the case, you probably watched it with Brian Walsh. Oh my gosh. With John Walsh. And he was saying everything any of these smart people like us were saying. Okay? He was saying like the investigators dropped the ball. How was the FBI not in that house by Tuesday? How did they not arrest him solely for having a missing woman's van? It was amazing. He was so good. I was bravoing through the whole thing. I almost cried. Just John Walsh is amazing, and he also said that he is he's ready to catch him. He called him a dirtbag, I believe. So excited. All right, so let's play it again for the people in the back. We're just waiting. What was the Motel 6
injuries? Units that just attached to that 13 person.
That could be anything.
5200 Geneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that at the pavilion, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
I doubt it.
Damn. I think he said an I copy. Oh, right. Zen Laza, he said, and there's no such thing as a person of interest. There's just a suspect. Like, what is this person of interest thing, but he's not a suspect kind of thing? Like, no, there's no person of interest. It's just he's a suspect. Just plain and simple. You can't play like, what is it, patty cake with that. That's not a game right there. This man came back from Wyoming in his girlfriend's van, refused to talk to her parents. It only talks when I talk. But yeah, he came back without his girlfriend, didn't answer any questions, and somehow they had no cause for a warrant. They had no cause. John Walsh was like, why didn't they take it to a judge? I don't think one judge would have denied that warrant. And when he said that, I was like, fuck, I was thinking that.
1018.
Yeah, I agree. That's not true, though. That's not true. He was.
7204, send us another unit.
What the hell was that?
7203, can you be 51?
20251.
Cover.
Sounded like somebody was yelling.
7204, do you need a 10-3?
Please, put it on your back.
I heard behind your back. Hands behind your back.
7203, Venice Bridge.
Clickbait, clickbait, clickbait. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you. Bye.
10 units sent around Adam 2 for 7204 to 81 US 41 bypass.
Dispatch, I use 10-3 Adam 2, 10-3 Adam 2, 7204 at 281 US 41 bypass.
They got somebody. I heard it scream. I heard a scream.
3331. Dispatch.
Dispatch, I use 10-3 Adam 2, 10-3 Adam 2, 331, go ahead.
65 miles.
Southern Lady, we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just doing an alleged thing again. Everyone's going to really hate me now.
919.
But his name was on the scanner. That's not clickbait. Right, stay for love 21. Say his name.
5312 dispatch. Can you show me 10 6 at 4 decision?
10-4 312.
Red is saying it's a full beard. I mean, how long has it been since?
5711. 94 till last.
It's been about 21 to 24 days since anybody's seen him. Since he was with Gabby, he could have grown out a full like goatee thingy. He had one going on in high school, so that's exactly what I'm saying. The time is now. Thank you, Zen Liza. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for liking me, even though I freak out and then I can't get anything completed. There's something up for sure. Okay.
5007 and 5006, you can 22.
So this is my girl. She does this for a living. I believe her implicitly when she can hear scanners and read them. I know we all can't, but she can. And then I got sent.
336 to 334. 14 units.
And then I heard this.
5309 units that just passed for that 13 person.
Sorry.
5200 Beneva Road, Red Bus Blue.
Dispatch, copy.
Callers advising that at the civilian possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
9 copy.
Does anyone in chat know this dude's person?
William 11 North 41050.
No, do you? NHH? That'd be nice.
Go ahead.
I have yet to say he did
41
anything.
southbound in River on Florida, Lincoln, Henry William. Victor 74, LHWV 74. Dark colored Honda Civic.
10-4.
Okay, I'm back. I told you, my family doesn't even know I'm live, so if you guys hear anybody, mind your business. I'm supposed to be making chicken pozole. I'm supposed Sorry. Holy crap, they did say Brian's name.
That's a nice one.
You want me to play it again? No, I'll play it again.
10-4.
Listen. But I'll pause it if I hear something on the radio, okay?
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Beneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that at the civilian possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
9 copy.
Not clickbait. They said his name on the radio.
Turn on dispatch, will be 1012 on the subjects just west of Walgreens.
10-4, 59.
Who else holds their breath when they talk? It says possible, yes. But hey, it said his name. No, he's not in custody. No, Brian's not in custody.
Dispatch 312 and 74.
10-4, 26.
Network.
I just joy heard the scanner. Beneva Road is in Sarasota.
The South County.
You're welcome,
Coordinate,
Sylvia.
please.
How are you? I hold my breath every time.
10-4, appreciate it.
Where's Tia? Hey, Tia, you want to hear it again? Not quick.
Still on.
Listen. I'll pause it if I hear the radio play again, okay? But this is it.
Units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Beneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that that's a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
50 donut dispatch on 1034, 10-6, 94, 22.
Possibly sees Brian Laundrie. Laundrie. I keep calling him Landry.
159.
Hey guys, 970, 767, my phone.
10-4.
Because it's a radio scanner, they will be jumping in between calls. Like, it will be one call for one thing, one call for another thing. This has happened to me before. They handle several things on the same channel. Chitty Chatty Meg, we don't know for who they were talking about, but we heard somebody yell, and I heard hands behind your back. But we don't know for who. It could have been for anybody.
7094, on the loss.
Could have been for the Motel 6.
10-4, 07.
Let's get dirty laundry. Oh, man. Like, meanwhile, I'll be over here changing my Instagram password. I might just have to create a whole new account. Oh, yes. Yes, that's what I want to pull that up. I don't think...
Dispatch 205 and 74. 10-6.
I shouldn't have to sign in, should I? Oh my god, I don't. I didn't even have to sign in. Why didn't nobody tell me? Alright. We're listening to it live as well. The funny thing is that people are like, do you really think his art is creepy? I'm like, he calls himself Bizarre Design. How much more do you need? All right, let's see. Thanks, Tia. Hide. All right. So this is we'll start clicking through stuff. Oh. I have to course to view a story, whatever. We're just going to start at the beginning. No, I don't. No. Stop. I'll go back up. Of course, while I'm live. Embarrass me. All right. I'll go back to figuring out my password. I'll look at all the IG posts, though. Man. We were so close. Let me just reset my password real quick. I really don't know my own password. Risa, I think, I don't know. Anybody else seeing the stream kind of blurry?
Check 1 mail 1015, 1019. Alright, back to
Heavenly clouds. Oh my gosh. Come on. Why did they stop talking? Start talking again. All right. Resetting password. All for you guys. I hope you guys don't hack me. My screen's not shared.
Report 3 Edward 13, 3 Edward 12, 1065, signal 22, civil.
What?
3 Edward 13. Edward 12.
2627 Orchard Circle, 2627 Orchard Circle, area Edward 4. Female is banging on complainant's front door and won't leave. She wants the complainant's 15-year-old daughter to come outside and fight. Complainant doesn't know what her problem with her daughter actually is. The subject is going to be a white female, possible teenager, light hair, white pullover with shorts. Unknown signal 2s or 57s, unknown signal 0s. The female is ranting and banging on the door, refusing to leave.
Well then.
Edward 13, 26 will be 51 from Grand Metro. Edward 12, 51, Salford 41.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I hope somebody's holding it down over there for me because I'm not there. You guys see trolls, just make them go away. All right.
Dispatch.
Chicago Dispatch.
Low me is 5656, 51 with coastal, 1 male 1015.
That's 156, 56.
You guys hear my loud baby? Okay. Why is this almost impossible?
Dispatch 7204 is on the bypass checking 1074.
10 4, 10 6.
That work.
Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. That's why I need an hour to prep. And I was almost there. I almost did everything today, guys. I cleaned my house. I started making the pozole. And I was going to go live. And then this case, this story, just, I don't know if you guys know, but Amber Truth Seeker was the first person to do Gabby Petito. And midway through her live, I was like, I am on his Instagram right now, screen recording everything, because we knew there was something going on. This guy was just too bizarre. And it's a coincidence that his username is Bizarre Designs. And that's how even he knew it was weird. And I've been through this before. There was a case a few months ago. This lady named Sarah Gano killed her 2 children, left a sadistic note for her husband, or like a voice note telling him, the house will be bloody when you come in, so on and so forth. And yeah, so I was going through her social media and I was judging her, like really, really judging her. And, people were mad in my comments that I was judging her, but I felt like I could because of whatever had gone on. Like hindsight was 2020. She had already hurt her kids and she had all this weird stuff. And I'm like, it at least tells me that she's not 100% normal, right? If she has all these weird, creepy things and then she ended up killing her kids, it just confirms it. All right. Is anybody still in here? I'm still trying. I'm still listening to the rally feed, right? Is it just quiet? Did they change channels on us again? I hope not. This is so dumb.
Dispatch 308 1074. Heavy railway 1034 10 6 94 to 22. 10 4 308.
Who needs sleep? No, nobody. Crazy Crime Chick told me, Amanda,
1048.
we don't sleep. Get it together.
54. 308, advise 94 to cancel. 26 tonight.
Let me just go up and see if I've missed my girl in here saying anything about the scanner.
Northport 312.
Ooh.
I'm being advised that your takedown lights on the top of your car are on. Are you aware?
That was
10 4, thank you.
So earlier I was looking up like what are those tumblers? I was looking at Tumblr because they have a lot of stuff on Gabby, and I was just like clicking on random things, and out of nowhere there was porn on my screen. I was kind of shocked. Like, what is this? Did I do this? Did I click into it? And now I feel like I'm just scared of my phone. It was this graphic, very graphic image, and I mean I'm not a prude, but it like popped up out of nowhere, and they were doing the deed on my phone, and I didn't click anything. Let's see. I'm just going to make a new Instagram because that's about all I could do.
Dispatch 5316, copy at 22. 2628 Executive Drive, Crusher Time Circle, Venice Isles, Unit 5403, male versus female. Heard only, callers not called.
Now we're just listening to anything in Florida.
That worked.
53 T94 141.
But since I was supposed to be live
5318.
anyway, I could justify this. Should I change my title now?
400 355. They were just dropping somebody off at that house. That one.
Have you ever what? No, no. All right. I made a whole new Instagram. Oh no! Why is it telling me error? They don't want me to be great today.
Go ahead.
41 northbound Galleria, final stop's going to be 41 and Venice East on Florida. Henry Sam Tom, Tom 71, HSTT 71, Silver Alley.
Oh,
Right
there we
there.
go. .1034 is confidential information. Okay, let's see. So tired of this. Just let me sign in.
74.
10-4.
I almost said my real name out loud because I'm one of those people that kind of has to spell out things. Just sometimes, though. I almost said it out loud again. Okay. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. If you guys love me and know me, you guys know that I'm already scattered.
Williams, hold on for it. Go ahead. You still landline with our call to the 22J. 10-4. Well, I'm on the phone with his son. He says he's right outside the door. He's walking back now. 10-4 will advise.
Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Unless it gives me an error sign again. Then it's just a conspiracy.
Three Edward 19 North Fordham 97 on Orchard.
10-4.
All right. I think I did it.
7203 dispatch.
7203.
Myself and O2 will be 97 advance VR.
10-4.
What does that mean? It's so quiet over here. So nice and calm over here. Not now.
3 Edward 19 North Fordham. We're 1074. We're 1012 with the subject that was banging on the door.
10-4.
All right. Guess what, guys? I did it. I did it. It only took me like 45 minutes, but I did it. Okay. So at least while we're listening to the scanner and getting stuff done, we can do my live as said. I am not in the garage, C-Dub. I'm in the backyard. I wasn't even supposed to go live, but this thing happened. Here, C-Dub. I know C-Dub is like my fact checker. If I say something, she is not afraid to tell me, I don't know. I don't think so. Love that. But listen to this. They say his name. So we're just waiting on that. Okay? All I said is they said his name. That's not clickbait. Here you go.
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Beneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that that's a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
I got it.
Northport police sent out an email and said they can confirm that they've gotten calls for potential sightings, but it's not him, nor do they have him in custody. Don Ann, right now?
56, 56 dispatch.
Or what do they tell
56,
us?
56.
1097 coastal with that 1050.
All right.
7203, 7271, that's 10-4. 26, thank you.
These comments, guys, are insane. All right, so we got.
Air King dispatch.
It's been incredible. It's been an incredible year.
You guys on signal 15 out the Carlton Preserve, please.
Carlton Preserve.
What? What was that? What was that? What was that? Did you guys hear that? What's Carlton Reserve? You guys ever been there? You know the name? Just kidding, I know the name. Isn't that the place where they were looking for Brian? Sorry. Where's Cita? What'd she say? I heard all of this about an hour ago. As I feverishly go through Reddit and Facebook threads, I need sleep. Damn it, CW! You didn't message it to me. He said FBI. Now it's quiet again. They're probably like, they're listening to us again.
52 5117 at all.
Brian Enton posted it. Let me check. Crazy Crime Chick's probably over already. She checks his Twitter nonstop.
52 special 94. Hello. 53 on dispatch 1050.
No, now Twitter's asking me to log in. Don't do this to me.
Queen Edward William, Union 22, would be at 3345 Beer Ridge Road.
5345 Road.
5307, that's one.
All right. So Brian Enton says, email from Northport Police just now. We have received a significant amount of requests tonight regarding a possible capture of Brian Laundrie. These reports are unfortunately false. Please rest assured that when Brian is found, we will more than happily let everyone know. In other words, Amanda, shut the hell up. But I heard his name, and that is not clickbait. And I tried so hard to not come on. I really did. I don't know why it's so hard. But I was supposed to go live anyway, so I guess I'm just early. Oh no, don't start barking, guys. I like it out here right now. Let's see. What happened with Katie Joy? I missed it. Do I have a link for what? Oh, do they have a link? You got your days mixed up, Karen. Hey, Riza, how are you? But, at the same time, I want to say they did lie to us and tell us that they knew where Brian was the first time. I think they lied to us. Oh, right. She did tweet it, but I heard it myself. You want to hear it?
3 William 11, 3 William 10.
Go ahead.
Be available for 21.
10-4.
My poor sister-in-law, she's sending me like pictures of dresses right now for brides.
10-4.
What are they? Flower girls? I'm like, sorry. I'm busy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go over his post. Of course, his very first post. It's been an incredible year by far, with the best of my life. I've been to so many beautiful places, had so many amazing experiences, and with all the best sidekick in the world. I've hiked hundreds of miles on the AT, but hiking in Colorado seems like my ship crashed
53 times.
on a whole nother planet.
Put me 10-6, white male. 4292 Beer Ridge.
4292 dude.
A Ferris wheel with a serious view, and an arcade with a Austin Powers pinball machine.
26 970.
For Tech 26.
Oops. The highest of the Los Angeles, the highlight of Los Angeles was definitely the street art. Now I know what people mean when they say LA sucks. What? Okay. You suck. You couldn't live in LA if you wanted to. Oops. Sorry. I keep using my back button. I'll try not to. Okay, wow. The West Coast line along highway was one of some...
53 1897.
The west coastline along highway once bordered some of the most impressive rock formations. I don't know if you guys noticed that in their pictures when they were camping last, they had like those Blair Witch piles of rock things. Did you guys see that? I mean, I know stuff happens when you're bored, but I thought that was different. Little romantic getaway to the mountains. My biggest fear is that one day I'll wake up and it will all have been a dream because that is what every second has felt like since the moment we found each other. Till death do us part or until I wake up. I'm so happy the answer was yes. Love you, honey. And this is just telling of the control that he needed. Like he needed her. She did not need him. And the moment he felt threatened, we know what happened. Allegedly. Ruins of a paper mill getting pulled into a creek years after a massacre by Union soldiers. Cool spot to chill. So weird. So this is some of his old watercolors from he was a kid. And, I think these are kind of normal. These are a little bit normal. Just a little bit normal. These are Hellboy. I will actually attribute all of my skill in painting to dissecting the works of Art of MM. I have never attended any schooling for art, but because of my love of comics, I never needed a second in a classroom. So he was self-taught. So guys, he self-taught himself the art he stole.
531994 Magnolia Green.
10-4-53-19.
What did I say? Oh, and Kay's yellow sundress.
Dispatch in the area, zone 9, Arapahoe Street for 48.
5209 dispatch. Clear me warning, copy 51.
Alright, going back. Just to make sure I don't miss too many comments.
Upwards, 3042 Arapahoe Street, across the Murdoch. 2 on the mail and physical.
A few more just want to say I'm a really big fan of Art of MM. It might sound silly to say, but the first time I picked up Hellboy, I was 8, and it had a big impact on me. Thank you for creating such an intricate character. So somebody who hates mainstream media so much, who hate conglomerates and big corporations, he is nonstop, not just this one, but like nonstop adding people, like tagging them. Like he wanted the attention as much as he's probably making fun of people for wanting media attention, not just media now, but like media previously, like social media. He was a little clout chaser himself. He tagged so many people hoping to get his stolen art, very good stolen art, recognized. Like, hey, look, I drew your picture. What do you think they're going to say? Cool, bro. Thanks. Incel.
Dispatch 5316, 5318, checking 1074.
The word is incel, Riza. Pen and water, Frankenstein's monster. Pen and watercolor. This is weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a little weird. At least to me. And like I said earlier, I've been in trouble for this before. I don't know video games. I don't know, like, what are it? Like those movies? What are those movies called? Like the Marvel movies and stuff. I don't follow any of that. So this could be very well just be a Marvel character. And I'm like, this guy's so creepy. And then later on, I'm going to get a whole bunch of comments like, yeah, that was just a movie. But still. Touch a nerve. Who gets you going? Say it again. Say it again. Oh gosh. Alright, here we go. Last Hellboy watercolor, I promise. This is, I don't know if you guys saw my video today. We can, I'll show you guys. So I'll actually just play it because it was mostly just this. But hey everybody, what's going on? So of course I have been going over Brian's Instagram and looking at all of his weird pictures and art. And of course, some of it you could just
pass off as fan art, but then I started really looking closer and closer, and he talks a lot about like the media and how he doesn't like it, and this has a lot of symbolism to me.
They've been saying his name a lot.
Besides the point, I then noticed that he had entered a phone number into the description, and I looked at it, and
5235.
1014, one white male. Okay. Both Kate. Sorry, mileage 9223.
10-4.
Okay. So Brian had this post, and it had a phone number in it. So if you call the number, it gives you like a whole bunch of different messages. This is the one I got. I found it on YouTube as well when Googling the name, because he also tagged the company's name. But this is what the call did. It's just really weird.
when he called it, he had also added
14, the signal there is possibly going to be in the garage.
Anytime I hear the radio, I'll stop it, okay? Sorry.
320 copies. Is it 1017, 1012 in the garage as well? Stand by.
as like a tag, but here's what I heard
Dispatch
when
5320
I
is under
called.
where the
It's uploaded on
in the
YouTube.
house. The caller is in the bedroom.
For the cause of helping others, I actually have a friend listening right now who does this for a living.
Go
So
ahead.
she's not in chat, but
Can
she.
you please link this call to the 22
What did I say about the call? Like, what?
10-4.
3 William 11 Northport, next stop, County Court Day, please.
1018.
There's a break-in and entry.
Copy.
There's also a fight. They don't know why the girl's daughter has a problem with the other girl.
5209 dispatch, Copius 97.
It's like, stop talking now. What?
The complaint advised he locked himself in the computer room.
I want to play my video. Oh, you do it for a living as well. Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I actually have that list as well. Yes. Is there a banner up? Is there a banner up, Melissa, or are you behind a little bit? I don't think I have a banner up right now. But I can zoom it in too. I will get my chubby face out of your face. Since y'all know what I look like anyway, I'll make it bigger. How's that? Okay. Emery, this is spirit box stuff right here.
Dispatch.
5652.
1098 coastal. 1019 back to you.
Yeah, that's weird. Brian, you're a weird guy. Anyway, I'm gonna do a live just going into some of the symbolisms that I think
Welcome to the live.
are in some of his art, despite the fact that some of it is just fan art. I think Brian took it a little bit further than that. I think some of this may have been on his mind already. What do you guys think? Because I know you guys have questions too. Oh, you know I have questions.
The laundry home is actively. I crack myself up sometimes. Right.
Dispatch 7271, checking 1074.
This is a very good point to make. This is a very, very good point to make. I've heard a few people say that in comment sections, like, I do art, and this isn't the art I do. Yeah, I know the song, Jeanette. I definitely know the song, and that's the first thing I thought, to be honest with you. But I don't think it was that. I actually think it was her trying to send out, like, save our ship kind of SOS. Or, like, to throw her mom off so her mom would know there's something wrong. Maybe she left her mom a voicemail, something. But her mom doesn't think it was from her. Okay, so Phoenix Rising, my girl. Here you go. I'll play it for you. My not clickbait. All right, check this out. My poor sister-in-law. She's really trying right now. Sorry. Okay. Listen to this.
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Geneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that that's a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
I got it.
Oh, I will, Kalaya. I'll get there. We're just at the beginning right now. I was supposed to do a nice long live, and now here I am doing a nice long live an hour ahead of time. Only time I've ever been on time. Let's see. Oh, yes, it totally could have been foreshadowing. So I'm going to start going through again. Hold it down and chat. All right.
10-4-53-19. 5320, same track. 10-4.
All right, let me go into my chat on my phone so I can actually do both at the same time so I don't feel like I'm ditching you guys over there. All right. Here I am. I'm in chat, and I'm on the laptop. Here we go. Doing things. Okay, so the weird phone call that I just showed you guys, which is most like white noise, but like a whole bunch of weird stuff and off the hook sounds. I don't know. He had posted the phone number here, and when you go to click on the photo, it gives like the tag names for the company. Like it's like Miami something. For some reason it's not showing up right now. But he tagged the company as well. Why isn't it showing up? Let's see. That's weird. But yeah, it tags them. But this is what got me right here. It's the sheep thing.
Go ahead. Speed 94 2765 at 5439 Sawgrass Road.
It's this.
51.
It's the sheep reference. This is the sheep and wolves clothing, but also sheep has a lot to do. We all went through this last political season. We know what a sheep is. And then, of course, this right here says a lot more to me than just that. Like I said, this could be just fan art, and he could have copied it directly from somebody. But it's like the cutting of the line, the cutting of the phone, cutting of the social media type thing. Cut the cord, cut the line. You cut it off. He seemed like he wanted to hate social media so bad, but yet here he was doing it for a living. Probably trying to make Gabby feel bad about what she wanted to do. Meanwhile, he was making rubber stamps from people's art, other people's art. What a dream. And then we have this one, which is the power of black light paint trippy. The power of black light paint. Hotline Miami, trippy art, black light art. And then, this is the one that tags them. So then if you go to their Instagram, it is uber creepy. There's this guy right here. There's Brian's alter ego right there. And this is who he's tagging. He tags them twice, like both of their pages. Look at this. And it has people's names on it. It's really, really weird. You see this?
5207 dispatch.
And Roosters,
710-6 with Florida, 035, 8 William King, at the Chase at Brooklyn Clark. Sorry, routine 94.
when you
Brooklyn and Clark,
when
are you
you,
in the area?
Jesus Christ, shut up.
5234.
Simple.
When you look into like
5235. What was that? 1020?
like satanic stuff,
Brooklyn and Clark.
like Santeria and witchcraft,
To join to Locker Ridge and Clark.
the rooster is big.
Simple.
Yeah, Delaney is awesome. Love her. I want to be Delaney when I grow up. So then there's more of this stuff, like more of this little
Dispatch 5316.
this fan art that you could tell he was trying to copy, but it's just this is who he was tagging.
316.
Just Signal 14. The caller called back advising they're still hearing the 22.
But I think the thing that creeps me out was the names.
10-4, I'll give her a 21.
10-4.
Air 2 dispatch.
Here, 2.
Can you clear us in, Nora? And I'll be logging us off.
So we'll go back to his page.
10-4.
But that's who he had tagged in that one picture twice. Like he really wanted them to see his weird art. Again, just blood splatter everywhere. Again, could just be fan art, but because it's hindsight in 2020, this guy is missing because his girlfriend went missing, and then we now know what happened to her. I very well think that these were his ideas. Okay, let's see. For some reason, it's like stuck. I have to go back down again. So then this is the next picture. He looks so normal too. Until like you look at him like that, he looks normal. You guys think he would have done it already?
This says 2765.
So who watches The Watchmen? Swipe for some Rorschach tests. I watched the show, but I don't remember his name. Rorschach? I looked in the mirror for this one. Right. And then this is just him stealing content. There's something in the trees.
5305 going 97.
Product of late nights with Adult Swim, which I can understand. Robots, aliens, and MF Doom. Now, there was a picture of him and his friend, and he was in his friend's room. Right, it's this one actually. He was in his friend's room, and then it's him. It's his friend Gabby tagged in this picture, and he's saying like, "Throwback to some of the trippy times painting under the black light with the sickest friends I could have," and for some reason it's not popping up, but it was Gabby and his friend in here. And if you go to his friend's page, he does a lot of this art, and he actually has like a whole black room, I guess. Like his room's blacked out, and there's just a whole bunch of like of this stuff on the walls, which is pretty cool. It's Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick. Get Swifty with this black light poster. Okay, normal stuff. Like I said, some of it is just fan art, but some of it's weird. So here is he has like a little bit of obsession with the writer from Fight Club. Sky explained a little bit of it to me today. And the things you used to own, they now own you. And this is, if you've seen Fight Club, this is like his way of like getting rid of possessions, because if you own possessions, they kind of make you sensitive. They bring you down. They give you emotion. That's not what Fight Club's about. And then my favorite comedy duo. Again, who cares? A blacklight room. Okay, only after disaster can we be resurrected. It's only after you've lost everything that you're free to do anything. Nothing is static. Everything is evolving. Everything is falling apart. Como que what? He's weird. He's just weird. And this makes me think that like these are all his favorite quotes and these are things that have stuck in his mind. And now that I know what I know, he manifested the stuff. Only after disaster can we be resurrected. It's only after you've lost everything that you're free to do anything. Nothing is static. Everything is evolving. Everything is falling apart. And again, that was Tyler Durden, or I am Tyler Durden.
19 white female, the thing.
5319.
Fun fact, my old best friend and ex-roommate was dumped by his girlfriend for Jared Leto from Fight Club. Weird fact. I always think of him when I watch when I see anything about Fight Club. But don't worry, she was dumped. She was dumped soon thereafter. So this is, I feel like something happened and I overlooked this one initially. Now, the reason this stuck out to me the second time, maybe I didn't look at it so close, but the reason it stuck out to me the second time was because of the scythe. So I did watch a few videos of people talking about the weird occult symbols and his stuff, but nobody touched on this.
Check inside the residence for 1017. Give us 10 3 from now.
Not only is it him slaying the sheep,
All units 10-3 for 5319 1605 East Cypress Point.
the sheep, which are followers like us, like social media followers, people that just follow the herd. Not only are they there for the sheep, like the post says.
10-3 on Adam 2, 1605 East Cypress Point. For 5319. Unit going to such good.
Grim Reaper leading sheep to the slaughter and a mousetrap. Hashtag Grim Reaper, hashtag
281, use highway.
Linica, hashtag sheep. So the reason I thought this was interesting was because this scythe can be also the common picture for a satanic saint called La Santa Muerte. So if you look up what La Santa Muerte is, it's Mexico's quote-unquote death saint, and it has a lot to do with voodoo, but it's not necessarily voodoo. It's like its own branch of religion. And there are hundreds of thousands of people that believe in La Santa Muerte. If you ever watched Breaking Bad, do you guys remember on that episode of Breaking Bad? It was actually the episode Black and Blue. The guys, the two twin brothers that are really weird and that are in a cartel, they walk on their knees like across a town to get to another town to pray at an altar. They're praying to La Santa Muerte. So when you look it up, the definition of La Santa Muerte is like, I want to say it's hold on, I have it pulled up somewhere else just so I don't get it wrong. La Santa Muerte is the saint of the dispossessed, enemy of church and state. Several Mexican scholars insist that the Santa Muerte is a European archetype of death, tracing her origins to skeletal figures such as blah, 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 blah. Santa Muerte, or Saint of Death, has been condemned for its perceived ties to the criminal underworld, but the reality is more complex. Oops. I just tried to click on it, and it's not a hyperlink, it's a picture. But, yeah, that's Mama Coco. So, yeah, Lullaby. We will talk about that, Sky. We will talk about...
3 and 4, 19, 1074.
We will talk about Lullaby. You want to jump... You want to throw that in right now? Melissa, I'm gonna play the video that you sent me.
This has 2765 5305 10-6.
Okay.
About Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, and I'm going to break it down for you. But first, I'd like to offer my condolences and thoughts and prayers to Gabby Petito's whole family.
Crazy Crime Chick. No. Not that we
But
know.
the next step is making sure justice is
Police
done.
said no.
So a TikToker found that Brian appeared to be obsessed with this book called Lullaby, and he might have thought of himself as the main character, Oyster, who goes missing along with his girlfriend. So TikToker Millie Mae came up with this theory, and she actually ended up reading the entire book of Lullaby. She connected the dots that Brian might think of himself as this character, Oyster, who walks around barefoot, condemns humanity for ruining the earth, and goes on a trip cross country with his girlfriend.
Bye.
At one point, she says this character admits he would be willing to off himself and his girlfriend to make the world a better place. There's an interesting new TikTok theory about Gabby Petito and Brian.
I'll be there. I'll be there, Evan, at some point.
Thoughts and prayers to Gabby Petito's whole family. I wish this case had a better ending. But the next step is making sure justice is done. So a TikToker found that Brian appeared to be obsessed with this book called Lullaby, and he might have thought of himself as the main character, Oyster, who goes missing along with his girlfriend. So TikToker Millie Mae came up with this theory, and she actually ended up reading the entire book of Lullaby. She connected the dots that Brian might think of himself as this character, Oyster, who walks around barefoot, condemns humanity for ruining the earth, and goes on a trip cross country with his girlfriend. At one point, she says this character admits he would be willing to off himself and his girlfriend to make the world a better place. There's an interesting new TikTok theory about Gabby Petito and Brian.
Isn't that weird?
Guys,
Isn't that weird? Okay, sorry. I didn't mean for that to play twice. Yeah. Now I'm listening to myself. All right. Next one, and I will get to the July 4th one, guys, but it's going to take a while.
Dispatch 5318.
And then also, if you guys are here because you saw the other stuff, you know what this is. The Charta Malam, our mistake has been placing our faith in the government rather than put our efforts in sustainable farming.
Dispatch 5318.
Our forest is paved over for shopping
Do you want to
malls,
be on the signal 10 as well?
as opposed to everything living amongst nature, living off the land rather than pillaging it.
54, I'm clearing the current call.
A la what we just heard about that book. That's kind of what it means, right? How man treats one another. With violence. Rubber stamp maker. Hand-painted piano done by my fiance and me. Found on a bike ride, decorated with plants we find hiking. Throwback to when I had pink hair instead of no hair.
5339.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I think he had hair. I think this is just him shaving his hair off. His hairline doesn't even look that, like, bad. Fry and Leela Simplified. This is just regular Futurama stuff. Whatever her name is. Little Harley I made back when Birds of Prey came out. Harley Quinn, that's her name. And then these are, like, I love the new Joker. Wanted to make a minimal stamp of the new Prince of Crime. Sorry. Didn't mean to yell at you guys. But, I don't know. It's kind of, I know this is just sounds dumb, but referencing the Joker, knowing with what happened in Aurora, I don't know, it triggers me a little bit. And I say that because, I don't know, never mind. I'll tell the story another time. All right. And then when I pondered whether I should do a Lucy stamp, all I could hear is the deep recesses of my mind was, do it. Okay, Christina. When I pondered whether I should do a Lucy stamp, all I could hear in the deep recesses of my mind was, do it. Yeah. He should have not done it. This is just fan art from Beetlejuice. The ghoulish faces of Adam and Barbara for one of my favorite movies. Tim Burton, Beetlejuice, blah, blah, blah.
5319.
I'm guessing he will be claiming he is a nut. Yes. Allegedly, if he did this, in my opinion. Sandworm incidents increased 13% since last year. What? His belly shaking like a bowl full of nitroglycerin? What?
Dispatch 5316, checking 1074.
People are going to come in my comment section later on and be like, it's a joke from that show. Didn't you watch it? No, I don't watch it. A very holy crusty to go with my holy Zolberg. Any ideas for Holy Trinity? Ugh, so weird. King or Kodos? You choose.
5316, you're back on 1074.
And this is Alien Invaders. It's just some Simpsons stuff. This is some of his things that he would sell on Depop. Some of his bookmarks. Literally scribbled on paper and sold it. And then this is his bizarre design thing. I guess he's making himself a little fan art thing. Reading is different than any other consumption of media. It takes more effort than staring at a screen half alive. It allows you to use your brain rather than melt it, and there is no author more stimulation to me than Chuck, what his name is. The dude that wrote the book that we were just hearing about, the Lullaby book, that's who he's saying that there is no author with more stimulation to him. But remember what I was saying about like the post about the media and stuff like that? Like, it sounds like he's so upset about people being on their phones. Meanwhile, he is on Instagram posting it. Like, talk about cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance. Reading is different than any other consumption of media. It takes more effort than staring at a screen half alive. It allows you
5339, use the Hotel 6, checking 1074.
to use your brain rather than melt it, and there's no other stimulation other than maybe. Yeah. So this is one of those ones that just, it reminds me of Black Dahlia stuff. I don't like that one at all. That's my least favorite. Bye, Crazy. Yeah, Delaney's got it. So does Sky. So does Karen. The special mods. Yep. Oh, yes, I noticed. All right. And then I find it weird that the birds are upside down.
52 131.
Almost like, because he's setting this up to take pictures. But you guys know what he means by upside down birds. They did.
Sorry, checked. Twice.
All right. The fucking craziest thing out of all Chuck's books on my shelf. I can't fathom how he must have written this one. I'd love to preach all the insane twists and turns, but all I can say is that I'll never forget the name Rant Casey or Green Taylor Sims. Me and my fiance read this out loud together, and boy, oh boy, I can't believe some of the stuff coming out of our mouths. Mm-hmm. If you turn that pic upside down, it's an old woman, Aaron. I believe it. It's one of those. Ugh. So seriously, just like Dark Magic 101. I don't know how much more that can, yeah. So BMO has got to be my favorite character, and also a little Peppermint Butler thrown in there. Because you're so cool, Brian. Teach me your ways. This actually made me upset because my daughter really likes The Simpsons. I know, don't judge me, she really likes it. My husband and her really enjoy it. This was a fun one. I want to give them little bodies with blood spraying from their necks. A lot of gore, maybe an axe or a chainsaw. Generic, itchy, and scratchy stuff. That's not generic. That's literally a ripoff of Itchy and Scratchy. The blood pouring out of them, that's normal, but I guess for him it's not. Never got around to posting these. I died just to watch all of our memories on repeat. Never loved anyone as much as this girl. And I hate to read it like that. Like to sound like it's annoying, but it's annoying to me. It really is. It's really annoying to me. So he never got around to posting these. I died just to watch all our memories on repeat. Well, if you live, you will be watching them on repeat for the rest of your life. And not the way you want it. Garden on wheels. New van means new adventure. The picnic basket has taken us to some beautiful spots. So one thing that I'd like to note here is that when they are traveling, they almost always have these like these I want to say they're either taterware or wooden forks and spoons and stuff. And in the photo, yeah, you did, Melissa. And in the photo of him kind of by himself at the arch, he's using a metal spoon. And that threw me off. Like, they lived sustainably. They made sure to use the same things over and over. I'm sure they could have used metal, but in all of their pictures, I don't see any metal except for that one spoon at the very end, which is just odd. But again, sorry, tangent. So this is where the van life starts. And one thing that confuses me is one of the things that stood out to me initially in their videos before we really knew anything was when they're talking about the granola. And even though it's a beautiful moment, she says, "Oh, your granola, or I'm going to use some of his granola, blah, 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 blah." I tell you, that bothered me more than a lot of things. If you are living with somebody, if they are your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you are living with them, traveling with them, sharing probably 20 square feet with them, I would be pissed if they considered things theirs. Now, maybe it was her thing, but I heard that he had an issue with her spending and that he cared a lot about what she spent money on. And for some reason, I believe that. And the way she said it, like, this is his granola, it made me think that way. Like, how are you living with somebody and you have to like separate food? I've seen that in apartments with roommates and stuff, but not your girlfriend or your fiance who you're living with. I don't know. Hey, Abby Honeykiss. Welcome to the Super Sleuths. She says steal his granola? Oh, true crime wifey. Thank you. I think I remember that now. My ex had that habit too. Yeah, it just gave me bad memories. It gave me a vibe. Like, why? Why would you have to share? Or like, whatever. Watch me ask. I tell my husband, I'm like, oh, like I'll grab his drink of water, whatever he has poured, I'll always drink it. And I don't mean to sound creepy, but I'm like, Daddy's is always the best. Like his drinks are always so cold, and they're just better.
Copy 13P.
Damn, they were quiet for a long time.
There we go.
Great South Emmett Trail and Kestrel Parkway. Some male subject unresponsive in a vehicle. It's a red Ford Ranger behind Publix.
3334, well, 5194.
Hey, allegedly free.
Several.
Gloria, I think that in the end, I think that he stabbed Gabby. I do. Because he had no other weapon other than his hands and a knife that I know of. Next time we have a live Ambi, I'll drop it. Oh, sorry. I've totally skipped it. It says, for first time out to the great sand dunes, I've never set foot in a terrain like this, let alone surfed down the hills of sand and tasted sand. I got to taste a lot of sand. And then this is obviously him and Gabby. He posts a lot like her. They often use an emoji. They like tag each other and then another emoji and then hashtag the pictures. Even though he's not into media and stuff like that, he sure uses the crap out of hashtags. We don't know Smoky Blue Days. I would expect them to have one, and then I would expect them to not have one. I really can't put my finger on it. I'm guessing that you would need one if you were a van lifer, but at the same time, I'm guessing that they were so grounded that they wouldn't. So, this one again, hashtagging everything, setting up a social media, blah, 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 blah. It's a lot easier walking upriver holding someone's hand than walking alone. Well, now you will know, you jerk face son of a... Allegedly. So the Zion is proof that mankind can ruin anything, even in an effort to preserve it. Beautiful park, just with an unfortunate infestation of human beings. That's the one right there. That's the one right there.
5714 to dispatch. Screaming X-ray will start towards 5308 and 94 from Sawyer and Clark.
Tell me that's not bizarre. Pun intended. Zion is proof that mankind can ruin anything, even in an effort to preserve it. Beautiful parks, just with an unfortunate infestation of human beings. Again, the cognitive dissonance in this guy is amazing. He's talking about people ruining national parks, yet he's visiting national parks for a living to vlog it. even though he would probably push it off as his girlfriend's venture, look at here he is. Zen Liza says he could do tats in jail. Oh gosh. He's gonna do stick and pokes. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. We laugh about weird stuff around here. After leaving Colorado and getting stuck in a dust storm, we camped in Zion for 3 nights, watching the lightning and listening to the thunder from our tent. It's really nice to go out on 100-degree hikes every day and feel like the cold come in at night, waiting for the rain. Also, everyone who walked by could not figure out how I climbed all these rocks with no shoes, because I'm so grounded and so cool. Look at me, I'm Brian. I don't wear shoes. Everyone's so amazed by me not wearing shoes. Like, my kid doesn't wear shoes either. She can walk on anything. She's 1. I choose to only spend my time in places I don't have to wear shoes. Always listening to the Natural Lifestylist podcast when we're traveling on the road. Again, just trying to get attention, tagging people nonstop, and you'll notice that he likes to tag. If I get to the end of this, you'll understand why I keep pointing that out. It's taking longer than I thought. I mean, I'm not complaining, but thank you, Gabs Petito, for putting up with me through Utah, a topographic playground. Putting up with me through Utah. It means so much different now. Now that I've heard that 911 call, this caption means so much more to me. He sounds like real fun, right? And then again, just an emoji. Recycle, guys. Go into nature and recycle. Barefoot hiking. Yes. Not a lot of biodegradable packaging for on-the-go foods these days. That's why I stick with my melon rinds, apple cores, peach pits, and banana peels. Spelled peels wrong, and it drives me crazy. Also, most melons contain around 90% of water. Talk about the hydration. Let's get plastic water bottles off the trail, or better yet, off the planet. Again, so remember when I was saying the utensil thing? Right there. He's got a metal spoon. Where did it come from?
5307 dispatch. 5307. I was back around 10:15, 10:14, 10:19.
Gosh, this one's such a tongue twister to read, but I guess I'll read it. It says, humans are primates, great apes in fact, but I don't know all how great we are as a species. Chimpanzees share 98.8% of their DNA with humans, our closest living relative. But as I see it, every living creature is in some way our relative, even trees. Only 800 million years ago, animal cells started appearing on Earth, comprised of mainly the same parts of the following the same functions as plant cells, requiring oxygen, solar energy, minerals, nutrients, and water. This tree, Juniperus osteosperma,
Dan Victor Robert 06.
was surviving in only inches of soil. In an area of extreme heat and drought, I think our culture, our society, has put itself above all living, including me.
5319.
I'm at 10:15, 10:19.
So far.
Yes, Melissa. The water bottle thing just really was so sad that she was taking water. He was saying they were out of water. They were heading into the park to get water, which means he was only letting her fill up at the park, like spring waters. She was thirsty. She grabbed an extra water before she was done with the first one. Don't tell me I'm reaching. I saw that. Karen says it's pigs that are closest to us. And I mean, we do use pig skin, right? We don't use monkey skin.
07 concept for breathing.
So while we ponder on his weird videos,
34 concept for breathing.
I'm gonna pull up some more of his weird posts. I have more. There's more. Don't worry. There's more. So let's look at this. Let's see. How can I keep it from playing sound? Oh, okay. Sound's off. All right, let me look for the other one. Brian does need to be caught. Justice for Gabby. Seriously. It's something that I absolutely would be very happy to hear right now that he is caught. I mean, that's why I'm here, right? I mean, initially. I did have a live posted, so I don't feel too bad. Should I change the title now of the post so people don't get mad at me?
57,
Fine, I'll change it.
Storm 5713.
I'll change it. I'll change the title.
5313, 1050. 5313. 75 southbound, just south 205, Nora X-ray, Mary, Frank 93, Black Ford. Still fast southbound.
Oh, did I leave? All right, now I'm going to go into their Depop. I feel like every time I need the scanner to like cover white noise for me, it just gets so quiet. Design designs. Oops. I spelled designs wrong. Come on, tell us something, scanner. Anybody use their phone so much that when they try to use a computer, it just doesn't work out? What do you know? I actually remember that password. Okay.
Touch 53 units on the 13 piece of 74.
Oh, you know what? I can go directly to his. Okay, I know what to do. All right, so I'll just chill with you guys here in chat for a moment until this ends, and then we'll go to his Depop, which includes more weirdest stuffest. Crusty feet. Amanda, next, can you try a show us a TikTok video that shows Gabby with the gun, please? Love my Charlie Faith. Which one is it? Yes, that was so sad. Melissa, the one with her. So this is her working on the van, and then at the end, he's like, so strong. How do I go back one? Oh, okay, I'm not gonna mess it up, but yeah, he's like cheering her on, like so strong. But yeah, hey Sharon Davis, welcome. How's New Zealand? If you can figure out which TikTok post it is, I will put it on. I've actually recorded her entire TikTok, and I've never seen the gun one, but I could have also just like glazed over it. Lady Sarah, I do not know if that's true about the mom working at the DA's office, but I do know that there is a photo of his brother in blue living in New York. He calls it his van build, Muck Boys, even though it was her van. So that's different. Hey, Alaska, what's going on? So Perfect 10, I jumped on because we were hearing calls on the scanner, and one of them said Brian's name. So I had a live plan tonight, and I jumped on just in case. And the officers are saying it's not him on Twitter, so we're just going on with our lives and doing the rest of the live. But I will play it again so you can hear that it wasn't clickbait.
5309 units that just attached to that 13th person. 5200 Geneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that not the civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
Also, earlier somebody said that they had started putting spotlights over that ravine where they were looking for him initially, and coincidentally, like a minute later, they said the name of the Carlton Reserve on there. So that was weird. Okay, Phoenix. I knew it. Inherited immunity, dirty laundries. Let's see. Next pick. We'll see him on top of the Empire State Lake. Your normal fans don't care. We trust you. My fans? Mug boys, you are not my fan. Your normal fans don't care. We trust you. Heard something. You don't have to prove it to us. I do it. I need receipt. It does. You did see it, Delaney? If you can figure out which TikTok it is, I'll totally play it. You think Gabby would have been successful in the blogger community? Her videos, editing, keen for eye. Yes, her eye for beauty was spot on, and they were a little unprepared, but yes, absolutely everything. They were doing so good. She was doing so good. She was working hard on her website. That video, I don't know if he uploaded it by himself and finished it or whatever, but yeah. And then, they're saying that it was their only video, but if you go to the end of the video, at the very end when it ends, it has their follow face, like, where you could click so you could go to their page so you could follow them. And it says video removed. So when you upload a video onto YouTube, at the very end, you can have the option of adding like an advertisement at the end. You could put like your follow button and like the most recent upload or a video you want to push yourself. Whatever video they added at the very end was removed. It was removed by a user. We don't know who the user is. I'm assuming, and I think it's safe to assume, that it was another video that they had up. His July 6th video? I think we looked at it.
Northport, 3 William 22, 1065, signal 13.
I don't know exactly which day the 613 video was. July 6th. Was it on the stories or on the actual Instagram? We went through the whole Instagram.
5074 Redwood Terrace, 5074 Redwood Terrace, Quinby area, Edwards 3. Complaint advised there's someone at the front door not knocking or saying anything. The subject is a white male unknown age, wearing dark pants, gray or beige shirt. They don't believe it is their son. Complainant is signal 0 armed, but not going outside. There was a quiet tapping on the door.
Well, that scared me. I will bring up the gun pick if somebody can find it for me.
313, 3 over 12. You guys clear there and handle that, please. 0 12, 51.
Good night, Sarah. Oh, I skipped that one really fast just because of the kid. I'll go back.
Northport copies.
I feel bad for the kid. This one? Oh, the swing. Oop, too far, huh? No.
5310, dispatch, copy 10-6.
5310.
36, Edward John, McIntosh and Hale Street.
Oh.
McIntosh and Hale.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. The photo was taken at the Carlton Reserve. Hey, Don Housley. So
5310 dispatch, gonna be 36, King, Edward John.
Thanks, Delaney.
So,
I'll check right now. No, but I want the real one. He photoshopped his pic to make his calves look bigger. Is that what you're trying to tell me, that it was in Carlton Reserve, which is very interesting? Do we know? Does anybody know which TikTok video it is? I don't mind going through them.
Go ahead.
Monica, don't be sorry.
1, 2.
But welcome.
10-4.
All right, hold on a second. Okay, so now, yeah, that is weird. But I mean, I guess he could have been there previously. I'm sorry, kid. I'm really sorry. Brian's unfortunate nephew. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Just give me 1 second. Let me look at something real fast, because I believe his Depop used to be linked right here. So give me a second. Have all your social medias recorded from the very beginning. Let's see. Okay, so I'm pulling up his original thing. He had 66 posts, still has them. He had 1,275 followers. He's got a lot more than that. And he was following 73. But they're saying that a lot of the people could have just unfollowed him because of the sleuthers going through his follows list. They just don't want to be associated with him. Let's see. Take a hike every day. Bug bites are better than being brainwashed by the media. Shut up. Nature enthusiast. Taking on van life with Gabs Petito, nomadic static. No, it didn't change. Okay. It's still the same. Where did I see? Depop. Am I missing anything? Who is using his Instagram? Did you see he doesn't follow Gabby anymore on Instagram? That may have been done by her family. Her family turned off all the comments. It could have been. They could have unfollowed her from his, but I'll check real quick. Let's show them. I didn't notice though.
Dispatch 5331, 1074. Dispatch 5310, 1074.
Nope, she's still there.
Dispatch 5331, 1074.
In fact, she's the first person he followed. Yeah, they're still following each other, I think. It just happened? All right, let me refresh it then.
5321, dispatching primary activation with page 1 to 5331 televised. 7.
Nope, she's there.
3331, 1046.
7, 21 copy.
He's giving a lot of people Chris Watts vibes. Wyoming said he wasn't involved too quickly. Maybe they didn't want to scare him into disappearing. Maybe. All right, so I'm going to continue looking for his Depop.
10-4.
We're all going to be professional listeners to these things by the end of this. All right, I found it. Okay, here we go. Now, if you have been sleuthing Brian's stuff, you may not have seen this. But if you've been sleuthing Brian's stuff, you may have seen it. Your phone is going schizo. You mean your phone is going Brian, allegedly?
Edward 19 Northport. Does he complain and have a direction I travel after he walks away?
Wait, who walked away? Okay. Let me add the next screen.
He thinks he went to the house to the left due to the neighbor's motion lights turning on and the neighbor's dogs barking.
What was that? All right. So we are at his Depop. This is a site that is used like Poshmark to sell your stuff. This is like his little setup to sell. I just thought it just looks so creepy to me. He has his books and all that weird stuff, but this Chuck Palahniuk book or whatever, the one that has the chicks painted, of course, it's called Invisible Monsters. Yeah, that's the name of the book, Invisible Monsters. Brian, you're an invisible monster. Oh, it's true. If you look at it upside down, it's an old lady. That's creepy. Don't do it if you get motion sickness. I suggest you don't do it if you get motion sickness. I will repeat. I suggest you don't do it if you get motion sickness. I just did. People actually bought this stuff. There's actually, if you look at, before I get into anything, if you look at his stuff that he sold, and you go to the purchase, oh, actually, this is cute. This is Gabby. This is Gabby advertising his masks for him because she was an amazing girlfriend and fiance, and she was probably trying to help him out with his hopes, dreams, and desires with his bizarre designs. So she would model his stuff for him. Isn't she cute? This is a Krusty the Clown one. And this is Weirdo for Feardo. This picture, I told Crazy Crime Chick, I sent it to her. She's like, I'm gonna make it a post. I was like, let me show it on my live first. But I understand the importance of what she was saying, that we need to spread this picture around so people know what he looks like in a mask. Mm-hmm. Yeah. People need to know. What'd you say, Vegan Goddess? What are you kidding about? I am not in Florida, Linda. I'm in California. I've been to Florida, though. Her mom and her look so much alike, and so both very beautiful. Here's Gabs again. Right here. This is the one with Lucifer. Smoking clouds. A little alien traffic. Little mill house. Isn't she so cute? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And then again, like some of his little art. And I'm going to say little, the way he would talk about her website, her little website. And it's her modeling his shirts, more masks. And they would sell like bundles of them too. She was so cute. Yeah, if anybody wants to screenshot that picture of him in a mask and start posting it wherever you want, go do it. Let's get this guy's photo out there with the mask on. And then, so the reason I was jumping on here to show this part was because if you go to his feedback and you go to purchased, it shows things that he bought from Gabby. Great Buyer and Sick Instagram. That's what Gabby posted on his feedback for, because he had purchased something of hers. Now, granted, they were together, so maybe they were just trying to give each other feedback, but this is the item. I don't know if it's a poster or whatever it is, but it's a dude from Scream. I'll show the mask again, Karen.
4634 Macintosh Road, across the Sunnyland Street, male and female physical.
We think he's in Puerto Rico. I'll tell you why later. I love The Simpsons. All right, so this is that. Yeah,
5006 dispatch, can you back on my current?
that's the scream
9410.
mask, and then it
51
says
Swift.
nothing, just chilling,
So,
killing. Yeah, and then another thing that they were that like a sale thing. I don't know what it was that was purchased, but there it is. So that we could go to Gabby's.
53
Little cutie calls herself
total.
Just Gabby.
Believe the alarm is coming from 1265 or 1257.
Things Gabby's
Porter Road.
things Gabby does. Shut up, does.
1257 Porter.
Things Gabby does. New custom vintage, gently
53
worn,
start towards
and brand
21
new.
from
Insta Gabs Petito, all prices firm sales final, and then she has her Instagram linked. These are some of the cutie things that she sold. She was a very good saleswoman. I know because I sell things online. And she not only had pictures, she had photos. I'm sorry. She not only had photos, she had videos included in some of her stuff that she sold. And then she would model some of it. It's really cute. So here's like stuff that she had for sale. And like some of these she just modeled on her own. And she's just so cute. And then we're not gonna look at her chonies. And she had a wallet. She was just selling all of her earthly possessions, probably to go away with this guy because he promised to keep her safe. How cute is this? I don't know why I can't make it smaller, but she's just so adorable, so petite.
5310 1097. So,
And then there was one thing in here that I wanted to show. She was, oops. She was advertising one of his things for him, and it stuck out to me. Let me see.
5319
1043
Did I skip it? Did I skip it? No, it's up here. Did I skip it? Oh, no, it's right here. So this is, we saw that he was setting up his pictures to take pictures or whatever, or setting up his area to take pictures. This is her selling bookmarks for him. But what the F is that? He was creating his own little blood splatter. Look at that. There's that lullaby book about the guy who kills himself and his girlfriend. And then literally like blood splatter and then cupids kissing and blood on the cupid.
13 North 4, I'm 1012 right now. With,
He really did hate how good she was. Her little blog. But look at him trying so hard. Trying so hard stealing art. There is a lot of blood in Flight Club.
12 on with him.
I said Fight Club, not Flight Club. It really caught my eye.
10-4.
Like, there's two of them. Sorry, I didn't mean to scroll it that fast. That one doesn't have any blood. This one does. It's like his little design. It's not just blood. It's splatter. It's blood splatter. Like, you know. I still think he's hiding. I do. I hope they're getting closer, though. All right. And then I thought this one was cute. A little sweater. Too high. And then she like makes a video for it, which I think is kind of amazing. The whole presentation. She had a great presentation. She was good at what she did. She was good at selling her lifestyle. And a lot of people are going to talk about it, but she knew what aesthetics were about, I don't want to play that because of the music, but you can see what I'm talking about. Like, she created little videos for the things that she was going to sell. That takes a lot of time and dedication. Yes, I did, Monica. Oops. So then we're going to go back to his page, but I just wanted to show that when you went to her page, that's what you found. We can also just go to her stuff real quick, see things that she purchased. those were the two things she purchased. I'm sorry, the two things she gave comments on because somebody purchased them from her. Nothing chilling, killing. And then I don't know what this was a sale for.
24.
It won't show anymore because the sale's so old it doesn't exist. Let's go back to his podge.
That's 3697.
So,
There's this douche cookie again. And like, check this out. What is this right here? A little hatchet. Why is your hatchet just? It's just part of my pictures. Me and my warlock book, and my Lord of the Rings stuff, and my little hatchet. Look at this. I hate that it's marked right here.
5321 to 5003 1024 10 6.
Again, this could just be fan art that I don't understand. Don't come at me. You'll probably come at me anyway. If you want to come for me, come for me. So my mod and my friend Sky says she owns this whole collection as well. These are his bookmarks. Again, kind of like the one that I showed you earlier, the one that had like blood splatter on it. And then this one has like a little kiss lips in it, but the other one had blood splatter and kisses. Penguin. And then of course, like he keeps doing the bird upside down. Birds alone, Brian, leave the birds alone. Oops. And then this is just his like, stealing stuff and other dimensions and aliens. This is him advertising his favorite weird art, favorite weird books. People are already getting mad because we're tearing this guy apart, this poor author, because of Brian. But I mean, weird. How many times have I said weird so far? So then you pull it out, and he just has like a whole bunch of stolen fan art. He was trying so hard, making his rubber stamps and trying to get off somewhere, even though he hates the media. Hates the media, hates social norms, hates TV and phones. Yet here he is, a freaking YouTuber. I'm not a freaking YouTuber, a freaking Instagrammer. Posts everything, hashtags everyone. Hey, Angelica, how are you? So let me pull up the Instagram one more time to make a point that I was trying to make earlier. Remember, I was saying he tags everybody and he ats them and stuff, and not just Gabby. I'm talking like everybody. Oh, come on. We're gonna go to Gabby's. Hey, Gabby. So we're at Gabby's post, and we're gonna go just to the last posts.
That's 5206 5310 10
10-4, 10-6.
Simple.
Even though we now know that she was probably alive at this point, I think it's still important to remember that he was at this point controlling her. He had isolated her. He was beating on her. He was emotionally. He had her emotionally frayed, as you saw in that body cam. He had her completely controlled, and I think that this included her social media to make things look like, everything was okay. So here it goes. Like, you got to say we're doing good. I don't know if you heard in the cop cam, he tells the cop, well, I hope she hasn't said nothing too bad about me. So it says, almost immediately after telling Bizarre Design how happy it made me to see that people were truly respectful of the park, I watched some guy leave his processed prepackaged plastic conglomerate of lunch garbage on the picnic table.
7203 7202 51.
10-4.
This next one,
7271 7203. Most likely the same subject from last week.
this is an extraordinarily long one, but it says, and this is August 12th, the day of the fight. We decided to take the path less traveled on the other side of the arc. I will say that if he wrote this, it annoys me that he used a part of the line from my favorite poem, Road Less Traveled. So, after waiting in short line for some photos under the arc early Monday morning, we wanted to find a place to relax and draw while still admiring the arc, but also get away from the crowd that kept growing as the day went on. We walked just a little past the arc where the rock is at an angle it appears impossible to walk on. But being such experienced hikers, I had confidence that I could make it.
Going into the racetrack on Bee Ridge, Mauna Loa. Robert 01 William Union.
While Bizarre Design climbed down some steep slopes with the camera, I shimmied my way along the thin, flat, narrow line that led directly to a big flat rock with the absolute most beautiful view from directly underneath the arc. After taking a few cool photos of each other, Bizarre Designs and I sat drawing and enjoying the nature without seeing anybody who was online or taking photos. And without seeing anybody who was online or taking photos. Remember he mentions that, like, without people being on their phone and stuff? That wouldn't bother Gabby. That would bother him, though. As I sat drawing and enjoying the nature without seeing anybody who was online or taking photos, it felt like we had the entire delicate arch to ourselves. We got to spend about 2 hours relaxing here on this side of the arc with nothing bothering us except this one guy who saw us and thought he could do it too. Many people who spotted us were contemplating how we made it here, shouting things like, "Wow, you guys must be crazy." One guy started to come our direction, talking the same thin narrow way along the rock as I did, and he got stuck in fear of not knowing where to put his feet to climb out. Bizarre Design and I helped him climb back to his wife, who was laughing hysterically, giving us a big thumbs up. In the last few photos, you can see what I mean by, quote, thin, narrow line. There was no path to the flat rock that sat perfectly level out to the steep angled side of what's basically a cliff, so I do not recommend trying this yourself. Rock climbing is dangerous. That guy we had to help off the edge whacked me with his walking stick while I was helping him back up. We are athletic and high experienced hikers and have high confidence for rock climbing. Do not try this at home.
5336.
Why would Gabby be helping the man?
That's going to be Florida Attack 587, Robert X-Ray, Ida. I'm going to be on Spanish Point Road in Tamiami Trail.
Spanish Point, Tamiami.
Let's see. Muckboy's an incel is somebody who does not leave their room, plays with themselves all day, and has no real relationships.
Property reference my screen.
But they are usually angry little people. Trolls, they can be trolls too. So, on a calm Monday morning, Bizarre Design and I decided to take the highly trafficked hike to the Delicate Arch. Not sure if it's because it was 7 a.m. on Monday, but there actually were not as many people as the trail as I expected. After waiting on a short line for someone to generously take our photo, Bizarre Design and I made our way to another side of the arch. See you next post. We also camped for one night in Devil's Garden with the cover off of our tent to fall asleep watching the stars, trying to catch a glimpse of the Perseid meteor shower. Fun fact, I did not edit any of these photos except maybe to brighten the exposure slightly, but only one person in the background of the last slide. Also, during our hike, I stepped off the trail. I stepped off the trail up onto a bare rock just to take a photo of the view from out of everyone's way of the path, and a very nice man who I believe worked at REI stopped everyone in their tracks and commented about my shoes, asking how I liked them. I felt like I was giving a small presentation to everyone crowding around waiting to continue on the path, all looking up at me while I'm standing on this rock describing how awesome these shoes have been, especially hiking with them on the Appalachian Trail, while Bizarre Design hikes barefoot. Side note, this is not sponsored or an ad, although I wish it was at REI, but basically all of our hiking and camping gear, also our van life essentials, are all from REI Coop. Remember we were looking at the posts?
Avenue across the Ashton Road.
We were looking at her posts, his posts, and they were all hashtag like crazy, like things, and adding people. She didn't do any of that stuff except like when she was there with somebody. I think he was writing these posts and controlling her, And that's why they sound so stupid. That's why they're adding everybody. That's why they're hashtagging everything. That's just nonsense. Hashtags are cool, but still. So J-Ro,
5209 dispatch, you clear me X-ray, I'll be 5194, 5308.
this was a Florida dispatcher. I'll play the video for the sound. He is too wordy. I can't even say it all loud.
9 copies.
Oops. I gotta turn my volume up.
5331, I'll be
Just one second.
Stop.
5309 units that just attached to that 13 person. 5200 Beneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Callers advising that a civilian possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
Dispatch copy.
9 copies.
Yes. All right. So I'm changing the title right now because I forgot to change it. Satanic art.
Sorry, about that.
10-4, 5316.
Instagram.
5313 dispatch, 5194, 5308.
4313.
All right. Changing the title real quick.
You possibly look up the previous call and see if there's a boat registration number or description associated with it.
Stand by.
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that. Oh, great. It's not letting me change the name right here.
Dispatch copy.
Thanks, guys. Yes, Kiss Kiss Sweet Belly. Sweetie Belle. I was playing a video that
5320, 5194, 5316.
a recording that I had earlier.
10-4, 5220.
Elysia, they said his name right there. You heard it. All right. We're going to pull up the picture of him in the mask again. So let me pull it back up. I forgot about it. Thank you for reminding me. Bizarre.
Dispatch 7003.
Design. Ugh.
Yep.
I'm still looking through event history, but there is a 30-foot cruiser that's white listed.
10-4. Thank you.
Agreed, Elysia. All right. I'm pulling it up again. So it was under sales. Don't you start. Don't mess up my mojo. Let's see. I don't want to go inside. Stop it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Found it.
Dispatch 314, 5336, 1074.
Okay.
5314, words on 7410
What kind of boats do the Laundries have?
5331.
Probably regular little speedboats.
10-4, 5331.
No, Alicia, he didn't. Especially if he was taking his girlfriend out to the middle of nowhere to camp. I don't think he did. All right, here's the picture of Brian in a mask. If you guys want to screenshot it and then share it. I yelled for them to shut up, and now they're getting louder. They're not my dogs. Man ate rabbits and squirrels they caught as kids because they were hungry. I just don't see Brian doing that. My man ate rabbits and squirrels, but that's different. It's just different. Support with Stefa. It's a what I was playing that was played. It was a
231.
recording from the radio
Florida Tech,
earlier
Adam Young, Paul, George 41. White Grove, Old Brainton University.
where they said
Old
his name.
Brainton University.
All right, we get the picture up, and then I'm going to go back to Instagram. Did you see the mud under the tires, Alicia? In the red truck? Okay.
Dispatch 221
So, yes, notice how a lot of the things are things that he would do.
216 32nd Street, pursuit of Leonard Reed, in reference to
I was drawing.
male personnel physical.
I saw people not on their phones. There wasn't a lot of people, which is nothing.
22294.
Nobody really thinks that way. Like, I love that there was no
10
people.
22.
It's just so weird. I love that there's no people. And I feel like these were written by him. Even though Gabby was alive, I feel like this is his way of controlling the narrative. Not narrative, but this is a way of him controlling the story, especially if it's the day that they argued. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just really don't like him. And then we're going to go to, let's see. I mean, just Gabby's posts. I actually thought it was kind of cool that
14, our radios are going to be off for a breath test for 1074 something.
she said one of the most beautiful places she had gone was Monterey, and that's like
Dispatch copies.
my hometown, so I liked it. Easily one of my favorite places along the way, and look at the water, so blue. This is Monterey, California. This is the wharf.
52 dispatch 10 on the call, myself 52 22.
When your girl Amanda used to ditch school and go hang out with her friends,
10-4.
I went here. I used to go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium so often, I was tired of it. No shit, really? Welcome back. I kicked myself out of my own StreamYard.
3331. Dispatch.
I clicked
3331.
on the other page to cancel it, but it clicked on myself.
Better 1020 for the subject. On Palmer and East.
I am from Northern California originally, but not living in Northern California now.
54 no longer landline.
All right, let me share it again. Sorry, guys. I try not to panic, though. I tried not to panic.
Dispatch copies 5321.
This is actually the boardwalk right here. Look at it. How many memories does that bring up?
334. It's going to be a
I heard they
white
have.
female, 47 years old, named Michelle. 5'6", 120 of red hair, green eyes. Left wing wearing a gray t-shirt and blue jean shorts.
What was it? You're right, Christina Baker. Christina Baker sent me a picture of his head and she
711
put
dispatch, copy 1050.
bald AF. He was, now that I see it. Okay.
711. Florida Paul, Young David, Frank 48.
Does,
Cammy Emmy at Penny Road's White Charger.
does anybody know which
Nita.
which TikTok had the video of her with the gun?
5331.
Not that it's super important, but I know people wanted to see it and I don't want to
51.
leave them hanging. But yeah, this is the boardwalk. So cute. And then there's Yosemite. I love Yosemite. I am a Yosemite camper and I love Yosemite. Like, basically Gabby was living my dream, like before I had a family dream. I am so happy for her. And this bastard was so jealous he had to take it away, and I absolutely freaking hate him for it. And I don't even know him. Like, I have people commenting on like my TikTok saying oh, they took the TikTok down. I have all her TikToks recorded though.
5235,
I have all her original TikToks recorded.
5235. Showing out with 5711.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I hate him. And oh yes, I have people on TikTok telling me like I am crying for her and I miss her and I didn't even know her. Kind of like the same thing, like the Shanann Watts thing, where so many people looked up to her and didn't even know her. And I'm getting that, like those things from like people that are following the case feeling this way about Gabby. And it's gonna be like the whole Watts thing all over again, where you just feel so emotional, so mad at him for taking such a beautiful life because he was just a sick, twisted individual who had who didn't care about anybody else but himself. And I think Brian is even maybe allegedly, if he did this, is a step further than Chris Watts. Nice, Steffa.
52 wants much. Give a complaint.
Oh, crap. Who sent me the video earlier? I saw a video earlier today.
Before it was mail caller.
It was D that sent it to me, I believe. Let me see. No, she didn't send it to me.
532027. 5320.
Maybe Delana sent it to me? No. Gosh, I get so many messages, guys. I don't even remember who sends me stuff anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I think it was Kimber. She sends me good stuffs. No, it wasn't her either. So it was basically talking about his Spotify, and I know people have done videos about it before, but this one was really interesting. Now I can't find it. But I do know that the last song. Actually, let me pull it up real quick. I'll let you guys hear it.
There are allegations.
Nope, this one. Everyone sends me TikToks because they know I like TikTok. So I have so many TikTok videos, I don't even know which ones I saw today. Let's see.
This is about the Gabby Petito case. So where is Brian Laundrie?
Let me see if it comes up if I look for it. Gabby Petito. So they're saying like Chris Watts, that he obviously like pulled out weird songs afterwards, and the one that he did use afterwards is really weird. Spotify. Let's see if I can find it. Come on. Maybe if I didn't have like 16 windows up on my phone, it might work.
Can you make sure the rest of the response perfect?
Okay, I think it's this one.
Gabby's Spotify playlist the day after she sent the last text.
So where is
Okay, so it has been reported that some really haunting songs, considering the situation, were added to Gabby's Spotify playlist the day after she sent the last text to her mom. So as a reminder, her family last verbally heard from her on August 25th, and then on August 30th, her mother received a text from Gabby's phone, and it is unclear if that text actually came from Gabby. The family does not believe it did. So the next day, September 1st, a whole bunch of songs were added to Gabby's Spotify playlist called Mountaintops MTN Tops, and it's kind of haunting. She reportedly shared this Spotify playlist with her fiance, Brian. The song that most people are focusing on is Matt Berry's Woman, and I'm going to read you guys some of the lyrics. So it says, she'll soothe you, she'll accuse you, she'll confuse you, she'll lose you, but always be the best friend you have in the world. So it's just a little, people are a little like, what the heck, why was that song added? Other songs on the list were Matt Berry's Take My Hand and The Badger's Wake. Also on August 30th, the day before these songs were added, there was also a new playlist created on the Spotify account called Self-Consumption, all in one word. Another thing that happened in this case that's kind of cryptic is Brian Laundrie posted on his Instagram about a post about Gabby about a year ago, and it said, "My biggest fear is that one day I'll wake up and it will all have been a dream, because that is what every second has felt like since the moment we found each other." And then he added, "Till death do us part or until I wake up. I'm so happy the answer was yes. Love you, honey." Which, okay, that in and of itself to me isn't cryptic, because he was, in love with her. But then why isn't he talking to police and trying to find his missing fiance that he is in love with? That's what's weird. So yeah, that's what the Spotify playlist is about. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't know how, meaningful that is, but it is kind of weird that these songs were added after her family last heard from her verbally. Okay, so it has been
So beautiful. I love these photos of Gabby. So what do you guys think about that? So, let's see. There was somebody sent me the lyrics as well. Now, who was it? We're back to that game. Who sent me the lyrics? No, it was D. So my friend D sent me the lyrics, and this is to the Matt Berry song. I believe his name was Matt Berry. It says, "Below the frosted up roots, below the green sand deep, below the pond green woods, that's where the badgers do sleep. Deep as solitary stone, in grays and crimson and green, in slumber of blood and bone, the badger lies still as he dreams. I fear one last slow breath underneath the beech tree home, the smell of badger's death in the ground leaves a mighty hole. And so the evening dies in the trees the ash blood's breath. If you look there, you'll see the last sunrise in time for the badgers to wake." I reported the IP address to TBI and said so in chat. Amanda, what are you talking about? You reported me, Chihuahua Dawson? Just kidding. Let's see. What are you saying? Good day, mate. I was on live last night and Brian Laundrie was online in the chat. It was probably a fake account. Probably a fake account. And, I've watched the body cam with you guys on air, on live, 3 times now. And I feel like I could still watch it over and over. Much like the Chris Watts body cam, I feel like I watch it over and over again, especially the parts where he's hurting her and he's clearly trying to get her to hide it for him. These pictures of Gabby, so adorable. Here's a picture from our first date because I have so much love for you. Brian asked me to marry him and I said yes. Bizarre Zine, you make life feel unreal, and every day is such a dream with you. If Valerie's in here, Valerie, she reminds me so much of you. It makes me sad. And that's Gabby. My favorite place, Target. You guys in Canada don't know anything about that. What do you guys know about Target? I heard they took all your Targets away. And this is in Santa Monica, I believe. Oh, Fort DeSoto Historical Fort. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were. They were. Big cap. He was bald. Just kidding. He was a baldy. Nothing wrong with a bald head. My dad used to say, not to me, obviously, like as a joke. He used to say, "I'm not bald. I'm a sex machine with the solar panel." My dad's still alive. He doesn't. He just doesn't say it anymore. They took Target away in Canada. These are photos of Gabby. So cute. And these were so recent too. All right, so here is a long post 10 weeks ago. But notice how she isn't giving him like kickback like she was on the other ones. After going on our first road trip across the country in my tiny car, we felt like there was so much more we missed. Turning this Ford Transit essentially into a camper was such an adventure in itself, but I couldn't love the way it turned out more. All the places it's brought us so far have been amazing. As soon as we got to the Great Sand Dunes, I didn't want to leave there. There was so much to hike. But as soon as the campsites on the dunes open up for summer, they'll fill up instantly, along with overnight parking permits. Lucky enough, I called at the right time when someone canceled and was able to score us a campsite for 2 nights. Overlooking the dunes, I am grateful we got such a awesome spot to spend the night and surf the dunes. And the night sky here was insane. Never seen so many stars. It's so weird too, like the Chris Watts thing, and then like the Dune thing. Hey, Kiki Rose, what's going on, girl? Bikini Bottom isn't the only place where there's sandy cheeks. So cute. Last day in Colorado. So see, she does hashtag things, but they're usually just like the same things and then where she is. And they're usually like Instagram viral hashtags, like the ones that are important. His were kind of just like, I don't know. I don't know. But she never like ats the companies or anything like he did on his other posts. And then on her last post that seemed sketchy, she's doing that, which is just something indicative that he did, at least in my opinion, allegedly. All right, let's see. The little coconut. And see, one thing I noticed is she went to the national parks, right? This probably bothered him. It probably bothered him that when they went places, she bought a souvenir. The hashtag placement is different, yes. I don't know what I do. I don't know what I did. Brought a small piece of home to the canyons. And I think she means. See, he keeps doing those rock things. It's so Blair Witch. It drives me insane. How do you move these photos? I don't know how to use laptops. Sorry. Hey, Hard Eyes, how are you? Matt Willis, how long you been hiding in here? Wait, no, I saw you earlier. Just kidding. Last day in Colorado, we saw this one. For some reason, it's not letting me scroll through these like I was. Yeah, so the hashtags are they're different. They're not like her normal ones. Um, this one is her long post that I believe she actually wrote, just because of the way it's softly written out. It's more so from her point of view than the other ones, which sounded like they were from her but from his point of view. And then the way she tagged him at the bottom, not throughout the entire post. That means a lot. Also, if you go through Gabby's Instagram, you will, I don't think, you can prove me wrong, I don't think I have seen it, one where she posted twice in a day, and she posted twice on the 12th. Again, Gabby was alive on the 12th, but I think he was controlling her already, making sure that, by all appearances, they looked happy. So, yes. Doesn't it mention prepackaged garbage? Yes, it does. He was bothered by everything. Plastic. Yes, he was bothered by everything, right? I bet he did. I bet he was one of those people that didn't like fat people. Like, and I don't mean that to be mean. Like, I'm overweight, but there's just certain people when you meet them and they see an overweight person and they automatically assume this overweight person is, you know, um, they're just a slob. They're not trying. I feel like that's the kind of person he was. Gabby definitely has touched the world. you know, to get technical, you're not supposed to move rocks now. Could even be something's home, and he didn't even seem to be using them as as teal markers. So you're saying he wasn't even thinking of the environment when he was moving these rocks to make his rock formations, so he could look like the Blair Witch Project? Weirdo. Ugh. Anyone else heard anything about him accidentally going live today on Instagram? Kiki Rose, I heard about that and I saw the video, but I think it's literally just another spam account. He's a creep. He's a cheap creep. Um, I don't even remember what else I was supposed to show you guys today. I feel spent, but I was supposed to go on TikTok, I think. Oh, we wanted to see the pictures, but somebody said they took it down. The pictures of her with the gun. Somebody had said they took it down. I have all her original pictures, so I will go through and look for it. Just taking up space on my phones because I can't get rid of anything that has to do with this case. I cannot. Like, I have been saving everything, and I normally go through and delete things as I go, but no, I can't. I really can't. He couldn't post anything. They would find him. Yeah, I don't think he did that. Let's see. Uh, that was a Blair Witch is going to be pleased when she finds out he moved her rocks. She's not going to be pleased when he finds out he moved her rocks. No, like, stop touching things, Brian. Um, I will probably get judged so hard for this, but there's one thing I want to do real quick. And has everybody heard the 911 call? Has anybody not heard the 911 call? I didn't say buried water. Did I say buried water? The gun photo? Yeah, but somebody said that they took it off of TikTok. Right. I promise my members that when I do things that when I make things and like things hit my editing room floor, like videos that I want to be included, but it's redundant or doesn't make 100% sense or whatever, just didn't make it into the video. Um, I now am like keeping them so I could put them in for my members as like scrap videos. Like, this video may not make sense 100%, but these are all the things that I couldn't put into a video, but I also just don't want to delete, so I'll upload it for you guys. Buried water underground or in a safe place for later. What? Is that a song? Anti-plastic Brian. We should just call him anti-everything Brian. Everybody hates Brian and Brian hates everything. Let's see. I'm going to do this not one last time. I'm not going to promise anything. This probably not one last time, but I do want to show something real quick from the body cam. If they don't find Brian alive, well, then the case, kind of ends there, unless somebody else hurt her, not him. which is alleged as well. They took the what? They took the 911 call off. Who took it off? Calling him a plastic bride might trigger him. Wait till he goes to jail. I mean, allegedly, if he did this, he will go to jail where they only have plastic cups and sporks, and it's gonna be amazing. He's gonna be like Chris Watts talking about his house all day, allegedly, if he did this. Oh, what am I doing? Here it's. Let's see. Thank you for telling people to hit that like. Hey, Non Leahy, what are you doing here? You thought that's what I was saying, Phoenix? Foreign law enforcement, they don't know the truth either. Oh, no, I was asking if you listened to the 911 call. All right, let's see here. Let me make this big. If you guys have seen this already, I'm so sorry, but these are just things that I can't get off my mind. It's the very beginning. It's the very beginning for me.
Driver is showing some obscure driving, possibly intoxicated. Currently doing 45 miles an hour. Zone through here is 25. Oh!
It was actually 15. So he was going 45 miles an hour in a 15. Imagine how scared Gabby was.
Subject says hit the curb. Correction, speed limit is 15.
Good one.
I'm about three-quarters of a mile into the Arcus, just before the gate.
Oh no, Hard Eyes, he was. That's you don't have to be in my opinion with that one. I saw that one, Smoky Blue Days, but I don't know. I would like to see the original. So I saw in a Facebook group earlier, somebody said that.
In the park and go ahead and turn it off for me.
I don't think anything good starts with I saw in a Facebook group earlier, but watch. They said that she was trying to give the distressed hand signal of like danger, and I guess it's when you hold up your palm and like duck all your fingers or something. They're yelling at each other right there.
You want to place your vehicle in the park and go ahead and turn it off for me? No, park? Oh, it is in person.
Right there, her hand.
Engine, go ahead and set your
But I think it's maybe just her closing her fist.
What's your guys' names? Gabby, Brian? Okay. What's going on with your crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It's a long day. We were camping yesterday and camping got flies and stuff. I'm sorry.
The flies and stuff were frustrating her.
I was distracting him from driving. I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle?
Now that we know that he was hitting her, this guy's laughing, smiling.
Do you mind if I take your keys and just put them on your head?
So we're not gonna watch this whole thing.
I'm so
But
sorry. Oh,
You know, sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him. I just like, I guess my vibe is like, I hear me like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I've just been really stressed. I had so much
That's my
work
favorite
I was doing on my computer this morning.
what do you do for a living?
Well, I used to work at an organic juice bar, but I just quit my job.
Okay.
I was a nutritionist. That's my
That's
job.
cool.
And I just quit my job to travel across the country. And I'm trying to start a blog. And have a blog. So I've been building my website. So I've been really stressed. And he doesn't really believe that I could do any of it. So that's kind of been like a, I don't know, he's like down there. I don't know. We've just been fighting all morning. And he wouldn't let me in the car before. And then
Why wouldn't you let you in the car? Because
told me
you're
I
OCD?
told me I need to calm down. Yeah. But I'm perfectly calm. I'm calm all the time. And he really stresses me out. And I just...
I hear so much more different stuff now.
Well, why don't we do this?
So that's all I wanted to play. He must have had her so scared at this time, and now it sounds so different compared to the 911 call that we've all heard now. He was hurting her. The little asshole was hitting her and then making it seem as if it was her fault. And at one point, he even says like something to the effect of, "I'm not mad at Gabby. I love her. I hope she's not saying anything too bad about me." Like, I bet you would. I bet you would. All right, here we go. Let me pull up full 911 call, because there is a 911 call that's full.
Grand County Sheriff's Office. Hi, can you hear me, sir? Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute in Florida with the white van, Florida license
So low.
plate, white van, gentleman of 5-6 years. They just drove off. They're going down Main.
Sorry, whoever's video this is so low.
Grand County Sheriff's Office. Hi, can you hear me, sir? Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute in Florida with the white van, Florida license plate, white land, gentleman of 5-6 years. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower. Or what were they doing? Cooperative, but what do you say? What were they doing? We drove by, and the gentleman was slapping the girl. He was slapping her? Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off. Okay, you said it's a white van? White van. I give you the license plate. Just give me 1 sec. I took a picture of it. What kind of white van? Like a big one? It was a smaller van with the license plate of, it was white, Florida license plate QFC G03. It was, the make was a Ford, model was Transit, black ladder on the passenger side. Black ladder, passenger side. White Ford Transit. White Ford Transit. Okay, what's your name? And where did they, so they turned, they headed south on Main Street from Moonflower Market? Correct, they made the right turn. Oh, so they went north? North, yes, sir, I'm not from around here. Okay, so you're right there by the post office? Right across the street, yep. Okay, and when they turned onto Main Street, they went right or left? Right. Right, so they went north. North on Main. All right, I will let somebody know. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. Bye.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7
No,
content by
stop.
clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel.
No one wants to talk to you. So that's one 911 call. So I'm guessing now that there is definitely more than one witness, because there's 2 accounts, right? Like, there has to be. So let's see. Hold on a second. Crazy Crime Chick just sent me a video, and she's like, "Did you see this?" And I'm like, "Really, Crazy?" And I sent her a the video that I made of it. I made that video. Do not watch me. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull up Crazy Crime Chick's video. If one of my mods knows how to link, could you help me link it? If not, I will link it after I get this up real quick. So Crazy got the witness statement today. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Crazy Crime Chick coming to you with a short video. So it looks like we got our hands on the statement from the witness. Now, this will be for the event that happened on August 12th between Brian and Gabby. Now, if you remember in the actual report, the officer said that he did go back to Moonflower Code to see if there was any witnesses there, and he did find one person, and his name was Christopher, so this must be his report. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read this to you, but just bear with me because his writing is super sloppy. She something climbed in / over him and over the passenger seat. I heard her say, "Why do you have to be so mean?" I wasn't sure how serious this was. It was hard to tell if they were sort of play fighting. But from my point of view, something definitely didn't seem right. It was as if the guy was trying to love her and maybe take her phone. Not sure, but wanted to help out. I noticed another person had called this in, and as I left the store, I noticed an police officer and gave him my counter info.
Laundrie slapping
So my
Gabby.
We
contact
drove by and
info.
the gentleman was slapping the girl. He was slapping her? Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
But that report appears to contradict the police report, which says no one reported that the male struck the female to the officers. And now, a park ranger who responded to that 911 call is speaking out. She says she warned Gabby that her
3 days
relationship
before.
with Brian seemed toxic. Melissa Halls tells the Deseret News, "I was imploring with her to reevaluate the relationship, asking her if she was happy
Yes,
in the relationship with
you're
him,
right.
and basically saying this was an opportunity for her to find another path." Halls adding, "This wasn't a good day for anybody. We thought we were making the right decision when we left them."
But I have other page. Amanda, check your messages. I'm on my messages. I saw what you said. She said, "Don't read my statement. I messed up." I was already playing it crazy. You were 15 seconds behind me. Remember? Lag. You want to drop your link? I haven't done it yet. Oh, okay. She sent. Oh, look. What a good friend. She sent me the statement. Let me pull it up.
Definitely didn't seem right.
I'll just pull this up so you guys can read something. All right. So here's the full statement. Oh, hold on. My phone won't turn. All right. It says, at approximately 4:30 p.m., I arrived at Moonflower while driving on the south side of the street. I observed a man and a woman appeared to have some sort of dispute. They were talking aggressively at each other, and something seemed off. At one point, sort of fighting over a phone. I think he I think he maybe took the female's phone. It appeared that he didn't want. It appeared that he didn't want her in the white van. He got into the driver's side. Uh, he got into the driver's side door. She followed him. At one point, she was punching him in the arm and or face and trying to get him in the van and trying to get into the van because he had locked her out of her freaking van. And then it said, she eventually climbed in or over him and over the passenger seat. I heard her say, "Why do you have to be so mean?" I wasn't sure how serious he was. It was hard to tell if they were sort of play fighting. But from my point of view, something definitely didn't seem right. It was as if the guy was trying to leave her and maybe take her phone. Not sure, but wanted to help out. I noticed another person had called something. I left the store. I noticed a police officer and gave him my contact info. Did I say love too? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say love. I said me. I didn't mean to say love. Thank you. Did I say love or leave? Oh, okay. Just making sure. She was scared he was going to leave her. Not just that, the fact that he didn't want her in the van and stuff like that, it makes me think that maybe she found something of his. Like, I don't know. He went off. He lost it, and all of everything that we have seen already from him just intensifies all of this. He wanted her to feel abandonment and alone and totally rely on him. Absolutely, Don Michelle. Absolutely. He knew that she had no other way home. He knew that she had to go home with him. And in retrospect, she lived with him. So she knew that if something went wrong with them, she wasn't going to get her stuff. Imagine now that we know that he was abusive, she wasn't going to get her stuff back. She knew that he had a hold of it, and she was going to have to go in peace. It's almost like, you know, like, I hate to even say it like this, but there's like this one video on TikTok, or a sound and audio that people use, and it's this one girl. It's Beyonce singing and this guy singing above her, trying to make it seem like he's all about her, like like I'll never ever ever give you up and stuff like that. And all these girls are playing that audio and comparing it to when they were with somebody, and finally he's acting right, but it's only a little bit too late, and they're kind of annoyed at him, like trying to love bomb them. That's what I get from that. Like, he was love bombing her probably so much in the end after their fights, and she kind of just had a deal because she was going to have to go back with him. She was going to have to finish the trip off with him and stay with him because she's going to try to fix him, and also he has her stuff at home. He absolutely needed her, and the van was hers. The van wasn't his. If Gabby left him, the whole life, the whole nomadic static life of his, I know that was her username, but I'm saying his whole nomadic lifestyle would have been done. He would have had to start all over again if Gabby would have left him. They are saying, Rags, that it's not connected at all. No connection whatsoever. There were so many signs of domestic violence. I don't know how they didn't see them. Also, just the fact that to have her out and about, the isolation, she couldn't even talk to people. Also, he was trying to take her phone. He had her phone at some point. He said that's why he was getting scratches. Why? Why? Oh my God, I love Dawn Michelle. She always says the most amazing things. He made her feel insignificant and not even capable of driving her own freaking van. Exactly, because she could drive it. She knew how to drive. He was even saying, like, they asked him if she had a driver's license, and he almost hesitated. Like, I almost felt like he was going to say something like, yeah, but she drives like a girl kind of thing. But she knows how to drive it. She just didn't want to drive too far in it. He probably had her so nervous. Exactly. So the parents, the mom very early on was calling him her boyfriend. And we were all trying to figure out, was it a boyfriend? Was it a fiance? Was it a boyfriend? Was it a fiance? We don't get it. We don't get it. We don't get it. Then we all saw the body cam. And then at a press conference, they told the mom, well, we know he was her fiance. They're calling each other fiancés here. Imagine what she was telling her mom privately for her mom to say, no, they weren't engaged anymore. She must have known already. Mom must have known already that Gabby and Brian were having problems. And it's got to suck so bad for your daughter to be so far away. Also knowing that you have to trust her intuition, and let it be, as she would say. I feel absolutely horrible for the mom, the dad, the brothers. It's just, Gabby was supposed to be safe with him, and her mom said she didn't care that she was going because she knew that Brian was there and they had an itinerary, and she felt like things were all planned out, and she loved it. She loved that. But look where we are now. Look where we are now. So I'm going to have to cut this short. Not short. I'm going to have to cut this off because it's been 3 hours. I'm going to have to cut this off. And I want to thank everybody that was here the whole time. I didn't clickbait you. There was actual call. You guys want to hear it again? There's an actual call called in to the police department saying that they thought they saw Brian Laundrie. I got it. I played it. They said his name on the scanner. We're still looking for him. Watch, we're going to wake up tomorrow and they'd be like, that was him. That was him. At least I hope it was. I want him caught so bad. He does not deserve to be walking free right now. What was he doing for work before this? She said that, I want to say slushy machine, but it's not a slushy machine. Like a milkshake business, like a shake business. I forget what it was. Hey, Oz, what's going on? I saw Andrea Mitchell come in here, too. Andrea Mitchell, what's going on? I want him caught, for sure. The term reactive violence is... Let's see. What does Oz say? The term reactive violence is often used in domestic violence situations. I hope people will Google it and learn more about it. And now we know that her friend was saying that she truly was, like, being abused. Like, truly, truly. I feel so bad for her. Oh! Nicole Wilson. Did you guys ever end up hearing anything on the scanner? We never did on Gray's show. When did she send that? Oh, you want to hear it? Haha, I get a chance to play it again. because I wasn't clickbaiting nobody. To the left, 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 to the right, 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 to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. All right, here we go. They call me secret agent.
5309 units that just attached to that 13th person. 5200 Geneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Caller is advising that as a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
I got it.
Now we were arguing whether it said I doubt it or I got it. So I'm going to listen to it one more time. What do you think it said? And thank you, Nicole.
5309 units that just attached to that 13th person. 5200 Geneva Road, Red Bus Blue. Caller is advising that as a civilian, possibly sees Brian Laundrie.
I got it.
This happened. These two people were on the radio for hours afterwards. We heard them. Hey, what happened to the radio? I muted it so we could play something. I forgot to unmute it. Don't worry, it wasn't that.
1065, 22 at the wall.
It wasn't that long ago. No wonder there was so much white noise. Aw, Andrew.
3703 North Washington Boulevard, Russell Myrtle. There's 4 females and a male and a verbal.
Oh, they're fighting again. I can listen to this radio all night.
I'm clear. I'm 15 call my door one.
He said I got it. That's what I thought he said too. I thought he said something to that effect.
14 dispatch, 1074
You guys still here? I doubt it. Hey, Aussie girl Jen. I'm about to head out of here. I really don't want to leave though. I like being here, but I have stuff to do. But I will talk to you guys later. I will be back very soon, obviously with this case, and I was already picking up again anyway, but I will be live again very, very soon, and I will have more topics of discussion. I hope I showed you guys enough statistic and weird stuff by this creepozoid, allegedly my conspiracy, my theories. I'll talk to you guys all later. Much love to all of you. Be safe out there. Love one another. Be better, not bitter, and enjoy everything. That was stupid. Enjoy everything. Enjoy life. Just enjoy life. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, yeah. Bye.